Good morning, guys. What's going on? Let's go. Let's get out there. Let's get some fire plays going today. SPY is sitting right on support at 425. All that we need is just a solid move under here. And I think that the market will start to take a pretty big hit to the downside. So let's see what happens today. Meta is still right at $300 as well. Watch this for a possible rejection to come in today. If we do get a good rejection, we're going to have some nice moves here. Time to make the donuts. I like it. Had to get my tea going. I was like, hurry up, heat up before we start. Damn it, tea. Drinking that Earl Grey. But yeah, Meta falling off here. Definitely not too good. Let's see Costco. They're kind of continuing up after yesterday's big earnings move. They had that big drop down. I guess you could say now it's a couple nights ago. And then yesterday morning had that big jump. Today, they're jumping again, breaking out above yesterday's high. Still looking like some major movement coming through. So I'm liking it. Costco, good jumps. Appreciate everybody joining up today. Jamie, Isotong, Jane, Mike, Fiva, Tangi, Oscar, Mixer, no business. Let's go. Ouch. W Day miss earnings. Did they? I didn't even know this stock was reporting. Huh. It looks like they did. I mean, they fell off. I don't see anything indicating that there was earnings, but there probably was. Sometimes it doesn't pop up on TradingView for some reason, but... Oh, you know, I just noticed that the, hang on here. There we go. I want to say, I just noticed that the, overlay was not on for some reason. Workday, though, that is a pretty big drop to the downside, if I must say. Pretty rough. Let's go back over to, like, DraftKings really quick. Saw they were kind of popping off yesterday. It made me happy. If they keep going up and the market goes down, I would not be upset. But usually that's probably not going to be the case. Still eyeing up Boeing as we're staying under 200 as well. I know this has been another stock along with Meta that's been at huge resistance lately, right around $200. Important to keep this one on the radar. But going back to SPY, still watching that support. If we end up holding the support today with SPY, I think there could be a few stocks that possibly pop off. But I don't know if it'll happen. Microsoft is sitting here right around 310. Looks like they just barely broke the low of yesterday, now came back up. This one might be okay to keep on watch. Peloton had that good news with Lululemon yesterday. I was hoping they would actually pop off today, but not getting anything so far. They actually had a 5-year plan come out with Lulu. That's a pretty good company to have a plan with, or to have a... It's technically a partnership at this point, so... 5-year partnership or deal or whatever you want to call it. Going to be a good one, though. Essentially, Lululemon has a fitness service, and during that service, it'll pretty much allow you to use Peloton stuff now. Which will probably just be, you know, ultimately better for Peloton, so good for them. I'm glad they're trying to make some deals at least. This poor company's been destroyed. Let's see those banks. Citigroup, Bank of America, JP Morgan. So far, they're all green. JP Morgan looks pretty great. Bank of America's trying to run. What about Goldman? Yeah, they're trying too. Nvidia's on the trend line. Oh, shit. They are, aren't they? Really close to it. And Nvidia's still failing to break out above 426. Eye this one up for puts too. I like this one for puts a lot if this trend line starts to break. Uh-oh. X is nearing resistance. Ooh. Not bad. Well, X just hit resistance and got rejected so hard. It's been consolidating up here for a long time. Holy shit, X. Get us a break. We've been here for so long. I actually like the stair step to the upside though with X. It just, I don't know. It's going to be a tough break of that resistance, that's for sure. Just keep it on watch. I have an alert placed on this 3248 area. Gonna get volatile though. We'll have to check back in on that one soon. I had that alerted just in case they do run though. I'm late. What's happening today? So far today, Corbin, the big news has been the PCE data and the growth rate this morning, the GDP growth rate. Now, it all came in actually right at expectations. So nothing overly crazy, but it's just something that is something to keep in mind. You can see the SPY didn't really move too much. Just kind of choppy so far. We're watching that 425 support. If we go out to a minute basis, the SPY ran up a little bit. Now it came back down. Not really anything too crazy. I'm watching Meta for rejections around 300. I think this could be a good one today to keep an eye on, especially if we start getting back under 296 and some of these lows of the past couple days. Ooh, we'll see some bad moves happening. So not really too much yet though, Corbin. Nothing too crazy. I'm really hoping for some shutdown news. The government is having a lot of problems right now with the shutdowns. And Fitch actually downgraded our credit rating. Let's actually go look at that. Fitch downgrades U.S. credit rating. Charles Schwab moved us down to AA plus from AAA back in August. Or it was late July, but very close. It's not about the U.S.'s ability to service debt. It's about the willingness to service debt. During the debt ceiling standoff earlier this year, Fitch warned that it was considering a downgrade because the country refusing to pay its debts in a timely manner was not entitled to a AAA rating. It is the same reason used by Standard & Poor's rating agency in 2011 when it downgraded U.S. debt to AA plus from AAA. Moody's Investor Service still rates the U.S. as AAA. It says they don't expect many investments to be affected because few require AAA ratings. That's interesting. I've never looked into how these ratings, like what you can invest in based on the ratings, but interesting there. Either way, it's something to really keep in mind the next few days with the government shutdown. I know that pisses a lot of people off out there. I'm going to post a poll about the shutdown. Will the U.S. avoid, I guess I'll say, avoid, so everyone knows, avoid a government shutdown? No, we will shut down. All right, guys, vote up in the poll how you feel about the shutdown. Let me know what you think will happen. I know that they always do, Jane. I think that they'll get it passed, right? But it's always a last minute deal, but just wait for that one time it's not, you know, just wait. Murphy's Law, right? What's Murphy's Law? If it can happen, it will happen. And the government has shut down before a few times. Let's see actually the last time. Last government shutdown. We'll see, because it's happened before. 16 days shutdown in 2013 because of the ACA. I think there was one whenever Trump was in there, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. The longest one, however, was also the most recent, when the government shut down for a full 34 days under President Trump over border wall funding. So look at this, guys. This is pretty big. A big list. 2018 with Trump, 34 days. January 19th, 2018, 2 days with Trump. September 30th, 2013, 16 days with Barack Obama. It can definitely happen. Because I think people are getting sick of all the money being spent, right? And the inflation getting worse and everything like that. Like, something's gotta give eventually, right? So, something's gotta give. It has shut down before, so... That wall shutdown didn't age well. What do you mean by that, Jane? I'm not sure. I was kind of glad that they shut it down back when they did. I'm sick of, I'm honestly sick of the overspending. They gotta fix it. They gotta fix it. Zane says, his law is if something can go wrong, it will. So, either way, close enough. I asked what it was, Zane. You're not being a dick at all. Or a doucher, I mean. You're not being a doucher. I asked, what was it? Oh, they're saying illegal immigration has been crazy at the border. Yeah, well, it definitely has since Biden got in. That's for sure, Jane. They actually had immigration pretty low, but now they're opening the borders back up. So that's good. It's almost like the wall that was built isn't even there now. Whenever you take, whenever you don't persecute the people coming to the areas where the wall isn't, you know. SPY is right on 425. Let's go. We just broke 424.94. Boom. That's actually looking good to the downside. Come on, SPY. Keep up the brakes. How's Meta? Come on, reject here at 300. You couldn't go to national parks, Rick said. Yeah, that, and keep in mind that if it affects a lot of the government workers out there who rely on that payment too, which is actually a big chunk of the workforce. Now, not huge, but, you know, pretty big. Plummet, plummet, plummet. I'm with you, Tangy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's plummet down. Actually, enjoying it quite a bit.
All right, all right, all right.
Oh, yeah. Even McConaughey likes it. Come on, SPY. How you looking here? Bouncing. Damn. It's bouncing. I really want to see a big turnover here. Like, I need that support to break in a good way today. That would be perfect, but it's probably going to hold up. I'm almost getting, like, inverse head and shoulder vibes here. We got like the neckline. Oh boy, that neckline is at 425. Damn, I sure hope that that's not the case, but it's kind of setting up perfectly for it. Oh no. Almost setting up perfect as an inverse head and shoulders. I don't really like those types of setups too much during times of this high volatility, though, because, you know, we could very easily just continue selling off here, but it's definitely a big area of support at 425 to watch. Probably worth playing here in the short term. Free sniper bot play, guys, just alerted on Peloton, so keep it on watch. PTON. It's the September 29th $5 calls, currently going for $21 a pop, 0.21. Peloton, September 29th, 5 strike calls. Being called by the sniper bot. Hashtag day trading in the Discord if you guys are interested in that play. AMD met the target. Let's see. I typed in met. 100, yeah. I like that. Come on, AMD. Bounce off 100 for us. I was looking for rejection up around 100 too. Honestly, I didn't think that they'd be up at 100 right now, given how the SPY was looking, but I guess with the way it's holding 425, it's trying to come up. Got my tea over here. It's way too hot. Ow, I burned myself. Way too hot. Let's see a C crash here. A crash here. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm down for a crash, honestly. Neo's up today. Let's see. Nice move. That's actually not bad by Neo. Rivian's coming down. I thought maybe I'd check them out. Let's see that poll today. Will the U.S. avoid a government shutdown? Wow. 42% said we will shut down. I'm surprised on that one. Now, usually we don't shut down, but wow, I'm surprised that many of you guys think that. And I'm surprised more people didn't vote for it doesn't matter. Mason said he has no cavities in the Discord. What the hell? Yeah, Jane, I'm surprised. You know, even though I think it's possible, I would probably vote for no. But hopefully they don't shut it down over just this, you know, funding crap, right? Like, I want to see it shut down for something useful at least, you know? Something important. I guess funding is important. I guess. But you know what I'm saying. Like, they increase the balance sheets every time. Like, they're probably going to increase it. That would be wild if they didn't, though. Like, eventually something has to give. What's the debt clock at right now? Let's go see this. usdebtclock.org. 33.1 trillion. We were just at 33 trillion like a week ago. We'll be at 34 trillion before we know it. Don't even worry. Debt per citizen, 98K. Debt per taxpayer, 255K. That is something else. That is something. U.S. federal debt to GDP ratio, 122%. In 2000, it was 56%. 1980, 34%. Wow. Whenever you read these numbers, it just is... It really gets you thinking sometimes. Money creation, U.S. Treasury dollars, 2025. M2 money supply. Look at how the M2 money supply is going down on this. We talked about this in last night's video a little bit. Let's see how long it takes to add $1 million to the national debt. Let's see. All right, let's see. We'll wait a minute here for it. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're almost there. And there it is. We just added $1 million. Took however many seconds that was. 15, 30 seconds, something like that. Pretty bad, pretty bad. SPY's bouncing off 425 though. We're still getting that hold. Man, I want to see a breakdown. And Meta is sitting at 300 again, retesting it. AMD's breaking 100. Man, AMD's going. Good recovery by them. Look at that hourly. Oh, there is resistance right here, of course, but next major level after this, I see like 103. Interesting. How are those oil stocks, though? Oxy, ZOM, X. I know X isn't oil, but U.S. Steel. How about Oxy trying to move up too? Okay. If they break 66, that could be fun. ZOM. ZOM's not getting the best movement. What balance sheet? Yeah. Will people get food stamps on the 1st if it shuts down? I have no idea on that, Zane. I really have no idea how food stamps work. I have no idea. They can't read a balance sheet to save their lives. Hell no. 122% is only 50% past the sustainable level. Yeah, only 50% past. 28 seconds to add $1 million, Zane said, so quite a bit. Every 28 seconds, they add $1 million more of debt. That's crazy to think. That is pretty crazy. See that watch list here. Peloton's at 10% now, and they're not even up a lot. I know they were way lower, though, around open when they dropped. Asana's having a nice run. 5-minute chart, they're starting to come off of $17 pretty good. UUUU's going. That means CCJ probably looks pretty good, too. Yep, not bad. Scalped out of my MU earnings play. Viva, did you have some puts? If you did, that's nice. Good stuff. NVIDIA still holding the trend here. Making new highs of the week now. Watch NVIDIA, it's kind of breaking out now. If it gets out above this 428.80 area. Which it looks like it's going to, given everything we've been seeing, but... yeah, inverse head and shoulders going on right off the trend line on SPY. We actually are on a pretty big trend on SPY. If we zoom out a little bit on the hourly chart, I guess more of the daily. Let's see. Here we go. See how I drew this lower trend kind of lining up with that low here? That's actually right where we're bouncing right now. Right where we're bouncing. Come on, SPY Triforce here. That shutdown might get crazy this weekend. Let's see how that news goes. We'll probably wake up Monday, though, to some like major recovery or something. Ukraine funding is assured even if we shut down. Thank goodness. Really? Oh, that's pretty crazy. That's a touchy subject, right? Like, I don't know whether or not we should really give them money or not. At the end of the day, it's probably not too bad. They have an app that values Pokemon cards. That's pretty funny, Purdy. Purdy, I will say this, those cards usually do pretty damn well. I'm a collector of baseball cards, man, and I'll be honest, it kind of is like investing. Do I treat it like investing, though? No, not at all, because it's kind of more fun, but... I mean, you know, I have a lot of baseball cards that... I mean, I'll tell you, man, I bought a lot of them for like 30 bucks and stuff. Now they're selling for like 200, 300, 400, 500. Hell, I got a few cards that sell for like 1,200 bucks or more. There's something to think about. I'm not saying that specific, you know, there's some specific Pokemon cards that will probably grow, but they should not act like it's like a stock portfolio, though. I feel you there, Purdy. Yeah, those apps that track the prices make it kind of weird, too. Zane said, do you think that we should be involved in the Ukraine? Oh, Mason. Oh, you got me excited. Oh, you don't really have one, though? That sucks. I have a whole bunch of Acuna rookie cards, and I have a whole bunch of just like autographed rookies, and like I do have a lot of Ohtani rookie cards, and like Juan Soto and people like that. Walker Buehler. Sorry, Hawaii. Sorry, military. Sorry, Americans. Ukraine comes first. Yeah, Sean. It is kind of weird, isn't it? Zane said, do you think that we should be involved in Ukraine? You know, that's a really tough thing to ask, Zane. Really tough. Probably not. Like, if I had to choose, I'd probably say no. Now, I'm not sure how needed Ukraine is as far as like uranium and wheat and all that type of stuff. If they really are needed that much for that, then maybe it's a big deal. But I would say, given everything in the world, you know, that probably didn't need to happen, right? So here's what pisses me off, right? We do all this work in the Middle East. We do all this stuff in Afghanistan, Iraq, all this shit. And then Biden just pulls out of Afghanistan, right? Just pulls out, okay? Now, I get it. You know, we weren't really, you know, we're just like the little police force over there, or the big police force over there. But, you know, no one really wanted us there, etc., etc. At least that's what they make it sound like. And, you know, he pulls out. And then what do? We go right into the Ukraine with all the bullshit. So now we're not going in, but, you know, we're giving him so much money, and we might as well be in at this point. It's, I don't know. You know, you're getting out of one thing, you're getting in another. Whatever. Maybe we should be there at the end of the day, but I don't know if I would. It should probably be like, you know, World War I and World War II, like where we held out for a long time until we got in, right? Maybe that's what it should be. I don't know. I would say we shouldn't be there, though. If I had to make a final decision, we shouldn't. But Mason, those cards are expensive. Let's see how much. 1 of 1. Shohei. I don't know how to spell his name. Shohei Ohtani auto. Oh my God. Let's go to eBay. And then we can go down here. We can actually make it go to sold items. This will see what things are selling for. Here we go. 2018 rookie card. 1 of 1 reprint. Sold for a K. Okay. A Bowman rookie card. 1 of 1. Him pitching sold for 140. Interesting. They're not as much as I thought. It's hard to find ones that have sold, though. Huh. Interesting. Not as much as I thought. Yeah, I did too, Mason. I bet there's a couple that are. Yeah, Patrick, and we left everything there to just to top it off. Like, imagine this shit, guys. Instead of leaving our billions of dollars of equipment in Afghanistan, imagine this. We could have picked it all up and dropped it all off in Ukraine. But no, that doesn't happen, does it? No, we allow the Afghanis to take it all. And the Taliban. Oh, that's great. That's just fantastic, isn't it? I did like those videos of them trying to fly our helicopters, though. I will say that was kind of funny. I think they crashed a couple of them. That would be funny if our soldiers, like, designed them to crash or, like, did something wrong with them to, like, mess everything up before they left. That would have been pretty funny. Pikachu card on eBay is going for 4 million. Yeah, and what about those old Charizards, right? 4% on Neo, really? Man, that SPY's holding, and we're starting to get some great movement coming through the market. Meta is getting above $300. AMD is breaking 100 like it's nothing today. Literally like it's nothing.
And I look around and I realize God left this place a long time ago.
Yeah, Mason, it's all about when that hype is good, right? Like last year, like when Ohtani was on fire at the end of the year, or like this year in the middle of the year, there probably would have been a buyer. Now that he's hurt, everyone's going to be like, hell no. I think Acuna is going to be a good card to have. I actually have to send some off to get graded. But get this, it's going to cost me like $2 grand to get these things graded. Kind of sucks, but... And that's if they don't even make it higher. Which they might make it higher. Those grading things are stupid. Yeah, well, it is a lot of cards, Mason. It's, you know, I got like 30 cards that need to get graded, like Acuna's and stuff like that. I also have like some Cardinals players, like Nolan Gorman. I have like a rookie card of him. And Ryan Pepio, rookie pitcher on the Dodgers. Man, AMD. Boeing still looks like shit. Good job, Boeing. What about these banks? Peloton coming down hard. Out on Peloton options, down 70%, Purdy said. Wow, Purdy, that's no stop loss, huh? Dang. That was a big turnover there. Got back under 5. Man, these swings are wild with on Peloton, aren't they? Citigroup Visa. Man, we need QQQ to come down, guys. I need it to fall. Come on. Help us out. Yeah, Jane, it really did burn down, didn't it? That happens sometimes on these volatile plays. AAL, big money plays moving. Hell yeah, that's good. DAL, Jane's done for the day. Thank you, everyone. Have a good one, Jane. I appreciate you. Have a good one out there. If you need anything, of course, just let us know in Discord. If you're not in there yet, check it out. I'm going to throw the link out there into the chat right now. If you're not in Discord yet, make sure you check it out. Also, if you're new here, hit me up with that subscribe, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Those subscriptions really help us out, and it's just, you know, it's free. It just takes 1 second to click it. Also, liking up the stream helps a ton as well. You know how those stupid algorithms are, right? We all know how that goes. I do like this move back up on Delta, though. The airlines are looking pretty good. AAL, too. Like Sean said. What about the cruise lines? Okay, CCL, RCL. Both looking pretty hot. And I look at now, definitely. NOW, service now. Let's see, 5-minute chart. Coming up above 540, looking pretty good. 550 resistance here in the short term. Service now. I've heard of this company, but I don't know them too much. What is this, like a phone carrier or internet or something? Very interesting on it. In the short term, there's a big support at 530, and it's bouncing near perfectly off of that. I have to throw that support on the chart. It's that good. It's that big of one. Hey, Zane, did you get any Tarkov in yesterday? I'm going to type my name in the chat for you, Zane, if you're ever on. It's a bit of a weird name, but I like it. If you're ever in a raid, you know, shoot me up an invite. I love stocked up. Hashtag ski ye. Haha, Mason. It's pretty good. Let's look at Microsoft real quick. Somebody wants some thoughts from Discord. Man, I'd really like to see the market turn over here. That'd be pretty good here for Microsoft. I can't talk today, it feels like. No way, my tea's been sitting here for 40 minutes already? Ah. Got some good tea coming. That Earl Grey, it's beautiful. So good. I'm definitely buying that next time. My girlfriend got me this variety pack. It has a whole bunch. It has Earl Grey, Lady Grey, English breakfast tea, Irish tea. The Irish tea scares me. The one time I had that, it was so strong. I feel like the Gladiators or the Vikings drank that or something. Yes, you know, Citigroup looks really bullish right now. That's a pretty bullish setup in the short term on a 5-minute chart. Look at that. It's about to be at the high of day as well. Keep it on watch. So let's actually eye up that SM bot, though, while we're sitting here watching the banks. Let's see what SM bot has for us. AMD calls, Meta calls. Fuck. Not Meta and AMD, no. AMD's not as hot as it was a minute ago. Lions versus Packers tonight. I low-key think Jordan Love gets it done. Wow. Let's see what Vegas has for that one. Let's see what Vegas has. Okay. At least my bookie has the Lions favored a little bit, but it's pretty close. Pretty close. All right. We're going to do this. We're going to do Packers by 1 through 7. We're going to do... Well, of course, Packers to win at that point. And the spread. Just the win. What about players here? Passing yards. Love. $300 yards. That'd be a good one if he got that. We'll make this one easier. 271. What about rushing? Jordan Love with rushing yards? No way. Receiving yards. Here we go. We're going to do... Reed. 78 plus yards. Let's see what this prop looks like. You're kidding me. Did it even count as a parlay? Oh. What about now? Whatever, that was useless. Nom confirmation. St. Brown to score a touchdown. Okay. Interesting, though. That'll be a fun game to watch tonight. I'll definitely throw it on the TV in the background. How'd you guys like that thumbnail today of Powell where he said, help us? I saw Cornish liked it. SPY looks like it's coming up. SPY's on the come up this morning. That 425 support has held up for us. This seems like an inverse head and shoulders like I was talking about. Got the head here. We got our neckline at 425. We'll have to see, though. It's starting to come back down now. Inverse head and shoulders. I'm not a huge fan of the head and shoulders pattern, but I do like the necklines generally on there. I like the neckline. Let's dump the IHS. What is that? Hell yeah, Mason. 56K. Let's go. It's pretty good. We'll definitely take it. DraftKings, Tesla, Affirm, all coming down. Inverse Head and Shoulders. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that setup, but sometimes when I see it, you know, when you see it, you see it sometimes. It's playing out near perfect for it, but I'm hoping it doesn't end up working out that way. I don't want to see that happen. I want to see it go down. So come on, Spy. Come under 425 for us, please. Make me happy today. Meta's above 300 still. Nvidia straddling their support at 426. CCJ coming down. Really, Jerry? You don't think the Packers could win? Man, I feel like they could win. It's going to be a good one. They have the game pretty damn close on there. I was surprised how close they had it. What about baseball? How are those games going? I've been paying a little bit of attention, but not crazy. Astros won their last game. Really? I was watching it. They were facing Seattle, right? Oh, yeah. Acuna hit 70 steals last night. He has the 40 home runs, 70 steal club. That's a pretty good. Pretty damn good. See, today, what do we got? I guess there's nobody like... Okay, I know the Marlins need to win. They're like on the cusp of getting in. Marlins. A few teams out there that have to win to... I know those wild card games are getting awfully close. It would be nice if the Reds could win and the Cubs too. Those teams need to get up and at it. It's interesting to see them doing good considering how bad the Cardinals are. Man, Citigroup just broke the high of day. Let's go. Citigroup breaking out the high of day. How high is it going to get? Is the main question, but hey, it's breaking out. Look at that recovery back up on SPY. That was a quick one. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that the SPY is going to start moving back up a little bit here, but we'll see. We'll see. Gotta get out of the gulag first. Back to Gulag again. See Bank of America again. Starting to break. Ooh, Citigroup just barely broke. It's coming back down now. Let's go look at AAL. Someone's looking for resistance on that one in the Discord. Yeah, 1350 has some pretty big spots here on AAL. Pretty big. A lot of bounces. Would be nice for Meta to test yesterday's lows. Yeah, it would. I gotta show you guys this because it makes it so hard to read this. Let me show you what this looks like here. So like whenever I'm looking at the chat, you see how there's like this little heart that pops up here on the right side? It's so annoying because like that heart is like in your guys' words. So like it makes it hard to see sometimes. I'm like, holy crap, YouTube, could you design it a little bit better? Like, I always can't, like, I can't read the word test on there very easily. Yeah, it would be nice if Meta could test that low. That would be something else. I don't know. 287, holy shit. That was like one of the more wild moves I've seen in a while. Like, I haven't seen a move that wild in a long time. And then it recovered all the way back up. I'd never expected that recovery like that. I'll be honest, I don't know many traders that expected that. Maybe they expected a little pop up, but not that, you know. If you did say you expected that, you're lying. I won't believe you. I will not believe you. Yeah, Carlo, exactly. It's always in the way. Always in the way. I'm glad you guys can tell that too, because it's just like, oh. Every time I go to read something, I'm like, I have to like stutter because I can't read that word and I have to figure out what it is. Boeing falling to 193, the low of yesterday. Here's a stock retesting the lows of yesterday. At least it's having fun. Let's look at our 4-chart setup again. Ooh, Nvidia's starting to tank back lower. Same with Tesla. Maybe that'll start wearing down on SPY a little bit more. And QQQ. I reminded you this sheet is rigged. When you say sheet, I see what you're saying. It's always been rigged, man. It's always rigged. Everybody always says that. They're like, it's rigged, it's rigged, it's rigged. I get it. I know you're not saying that, though. Me and Mike do laugh sometimes at that, though. Like, we'll get, like, comments on the channel on YouTube. Like, they'll say, guys, quit trying to even figure it out. It's just all rigged, you know? We're like, oh, come on. Like, what are we going to talk about then? Like, gotta eye up the market. Come on, NVIDIA. It's about to break intraday support at 425.50. If that breaks, maybe you could get a play to the downside. I don't think I would right now, though. Whenever those charts are up, can you guys all tell what they are? They're not messed up on the screen or anything, are they? I guess just a little bit they are. You can't see the time frame of the lower ones, but they're all on 1 minute time frames though, so. Aw, sheet, here we go again. With what? Oh, are we gonna be bouncing back up? Zom's coming down. No, that's not good. Oh, yeah, Carlo, I figured you out. I figured it out. I actually got it pretty quick this time. My Orioles need to win to clinch the AL East with a Rays loss. That would be pretty big, Ant. I'm hoping that they get there. I'd rather them do it. How have you been liking Jack Flaherty that the Cardinals sent you? Ant? How's Flaherty been? I'm glad you guys took him. Round top, market drop. You're saying like right here? Boop, boop. It's pretty easy. Yeah. Do our curve. Come on, Spy. Break under 425 for us. It definitely looks pretty bearish now the way it's fallen. Maybe we will retest 425 soon. This volatility out there is wild lately. Holy shit. SQQQ's coming back up for us. SPXS. There we go. Peloton is broken to the downside. Yes, it is broken. Holy fuck. And it tried to go, but I don't know. You know, whenever you get big news with companies like that, you gotta be careful with them. Gotta be careful with them. I actually gotta see how my boy is doing over here. PLNH. Okay, 89 cents. It fell off from the dollar highs yesterday, but go back to QQQ on that chart. Tesla, okay. Yeah, Jerry, it's been so crazy. Ponzi said 420 with the smoke. I like that. I might have to visit the dispensary this weekend. Have to see what they got. Those things are so damn expensive here. That's one thing that sucks about dispensaries, at least where I live. It's terribly expensive. Like, trust me, I know you guys out there know some of your numbers, right? Like, the ounces at the dispensaries here are like 260 bucks, 300 bucks, 250. I mean, you're talking an insane amount. I know some people who have dispensaries where they get it for like 60 an ounce or 80 an ounce or something. Can't believe it. Shit's so expensive here. It's like it legalized here, but it's just terrible. It's like, I don't get it. It's like 25 bucks for a joint. Like a 1 gram or a half gram joint. It's like, the fuck? 300 an ounce is a literal robbery. Yeah, exactly, Jerry. That's what I'm saying. You know, and I think on average it's more like 250. But like if they have a good one or something, they'll try to get 3 out of it, I guess. Mua even says 200 an ounce is crazy. Yeah. Here, look, I'll do it. What's the thing called here? We'll just do dispensary near me. Let's see. Here you go. Kind Goods. This is it. No. Yeah, bring it back. God damn it, Google. Here it is. Here's one. Let's see how much it costs. If we were gonna just check it. This is for research purposes for stocks, just so everybody knows. Serious. It really is kind of, but look at that. A 1 gram joint. 30 bucks, bro. 30 bucks. That is something else. Menus. How do you like do this? Let's see. Categories, flowers. Here we go. Let's look at the flowers. Let's see how much this shit costs. So it's 40 bucks for a bad eighth, 50 bucks for a decent eighth. 50 bucks for most of these eighths. Here we go. This one says I could actually choose an ounce if I wanted, so let's see. $330 for this ounce, guys. Oh my god. What the? That's something else, if I've ever seen it. Hopefully these marijuana companies can start to do a little bit better, right? Man. That is way too much. Yeah, I'll just call my buddy up, Purdy. I don't need all that. Shit. Yeah, it's Tilray Research, exactly. And PLNH Research. It's probably cheaper to buy it in PLNH in Vegas, to be honest. Wow, Mua. That's crazy. Carlos said, or you can go clean and save money. Yeah. You definitely could. It blows my mind how expensive that is from there. It really blows my mind. Like, I would think that these companies, like, why are these MJ stocks doing so bad? Like, it's always so crowded in there, and then, you know, it's expensive. Like, I would think they're making money. Although, granted, I probably can't buy the ones that are literally by my house, but Don't worry, Carlo. It was just research. With the MJ stocks out there now, it's weird to say that that's becoming a big sector out there. Weird. Watch the support coming up around 220 on Tilray. It's actually not a bad area coming up. Might get a bounce back up here. Regulations and taxes screw sheet up. Yeah, they do. Boeing might break a new low of day. That would be pretty big. If it does, that'll pretty much be a low of the week. So watch out for that break to the downside. It might not be bad to watch. Let's go over to the SM bot. What do we got? What do you got for us, Body? Netflix puts. I like that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Netflix had a big breakdown. And then they failed to get back above resistance. I like it. Nike puts as well on there. They have earnings this week. Tonight, actually. They have earnings tonight, so be ready for that one. Service Now is on there. That's funny. Purdy pays 50 for a quarter. So that would be 200 an ounce. Not bad, I guess. I still want to go put for BA, but it's low. I'm not sure to jump in. I know that's the main problem, isn't it? As long as it's a quick day trade, you could probably get away with it, Carlo. But just don't swing it. That's all I got to say. Make it quick, you know, a quick breakdown. Like yesterday, it broke below 194.30, like under that low of day. Midday there, around 11 or 12. When that break came, maybe that would have been a good opportunity, but I'm with you. It's just, it's so hard when you go to a daily chart and this is what you see. I mean, this stock has pretty much been going straight down since the beginning of September. Like August 31st was the first bad red day here, and it's just been going straight down since. And we're at support, so I'm with you. It is getting scary to buy it. I know we talked about that yesterday too. Oxy breaking a high of day above 66 bucks. Good call. Great call out here. Watch these oil stocks. Now, this might be a good sector to get into here. Has some nice movement in the short term. It's going to move how it wants. It's not going to really care too much about the market. At least about SPY. Zom sucks. Oxy's doing way better. BP's okay. But yeah, Oxy looks great. How's crude today? Are we getting another big green move? No. Not necessarily today. Kind of actually pulling back a little bit. I thought maybe it would continue off of that yesterday's insane volatility, but looks like it's not. Bodybot called out JP Morgan calls. SM bot. Citigroup is so close to high of day again. $40.90, $41. Resistance coming up on Citi. CMCSA. I haven't looked at them in a while. Maybe a put on this one? Let's see. I could see it. Starting to reject kind of bad here. Ooh, not good. Come on, SPY. Yeah, come on, SPY. Oh, it almost got low again. Are we going to break this support? 38 total votes on the shutdown. We will avoid it is the total answer I'm seeing here. We're ending the poll there. Looks pretty good. Will we avoid a shutdown? Yes, we will. One. Thank God that won. I'm surprised a lot of people voted for we'll have one. Ant said he'd leave the store immediately, the weed store, after seeing those prices. I know, right, Ant? That's exactly what I do. The place is terrible. Ever since it legalized here, that's how it's been. Jerry said he saw there's a 90% chance of a shutdown. Where'd you see that? I kind of hope they do one, to be honest with you. I know it might not be the best for some people, but at the end of the day, we got to get this spending under control. Like, we can't just let them... you can't just let people in the government just run the debt up as quickly as it's going. You know, it just can't happen. Okay? Like, there's got to be some stuff to take away from things, right? Got to be some stuff to take away. Oh, cool. Simp put a article out there. Nice. Thanks for the link. There's a 90% chance of a government shutdown according to Goldman Sachs. A shutdown this year has looked likely for several months, and we now think the odds have risen to 90%, says their chief economist and head of global research at Goldman Sachs. Yeah, at some point, though, something has to give, right, with the debt. Just during this live stream alone, I think they've added, like, 50 million of debt, or worse. 100 million, probably. And, you know, like we're gonna be in debt, right? Like, we're probably not gonna get out of this. You just don't want it to be as quick as it is, like right now. You know, just the current pace of the debt is just insane. I want to see a chart of it. Here we go. Like, you can just see, like, you know, it was like steady, 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 steady. Now it's like, bam, you know? It's just getting to the point of like, holy guacamole. Insane. If it would just, you know, kind of move maybe like the 90s, might not be as bad, you know? I don't know, though. The 90s, it kind of almost doubled the debt during that time. Yeah, granted, we've almost doubled the debt in just... Yeah. We're getting to the point of 2020 more than doubling the debt if it really keeps happening like this. You know, what happens whenever countries get into bad debt situations and stuff? You know, some people contemplate war. Some people contemplate a ton of stuff. I mean, imagine this. What if our government owes a bunch of debt to China? We go to war. We simply just say, that debt's gone. You know, it's gone. It's weird. They need to come up with something weird, like some type of like system reset, you know, or something like that. There's been a lot of talks about stuff like that going on, like a system reset of a kind. Or have you guys ever heard of that thing called Nezera? Nezera? Something with the National Economic Security and Recovery Act. A lot of people said that this has to do with Nezera, had a lot to do with like 08 or I mean 2001 and you know, weird stuff like that. Some people think there's a lot of conspiracies with that. Trust me, I research just about everything, so you know, if there's a conspiracy, I'll check it out at least. Am I gonna believe it? Maybe not. But will I check it out? Yeah, why not? Interesting. GLD's on the move. Nice. I guess with the market moving, gold is not coming up. That's good for you, gold. SPY's coming up and gold sucks. What the hell? Jerome ain't no Paul Volcker. Yeah. Jerome's my guy. Purdy says, I would suggest reducing spending on education and foreign aid. Would it also suggest reducing military spending? What about, like, reducing spending on, like, people who don't work and stuff, right? What about, like, reducing unemployment? Or, like, well, I know people pay into unemployment in a way, but you know what I'm saying. What about, like, getting rid of some of these assistance programs for all these people who don't do crap? That's kind of what I kind of want to do. Just adding on to what you have, though. You know, I do agree with what you said, too. And how much money goes to that military spending that we don't even know? Like the black box spending or whatever they call it. It's like the secret spending, right? You don't even get to know what the hell it is. I had to grab a quick drink of that tea again. Tasting good today. Hope everyone's having a good trading day, though. I know Peloton has been a little brutal right now, but we are seeing some decent opportunities across the board, like the oil stocks were okay earlier. Oxy having some nice pops. Citigroup's trying to run. We got SPY and QQQ. Nvidia's moving up. AMD broke 100 today and has been exploding above it. Not necessarily exploding, but having a decent move. Not bad at all. Pretty good day trade opportunity. QQQ actually looks pretty bullish right now, like it's going to break this triple top it's got. Got the SPY attempting the same thing, 427.50. Watch that. Boy, that's wild. Gotta go, guys. Have a good one. Off to sell some cognac or I don't know how to say that, but good shit, Purdy. Sell it for a lot, man. Sell it for a lot. Purdy's the alcohol guy out here. Ship some to my house, Purdy. I'll try it out. I'll let you know. I'm just kidding. Meta pushing higher. Wow, yeah. Breaking 300 in a good way. Go over to the three chart setup here. Nvidia, Tesla, looking pretty decent. SPY and QQQ doing even better than those two. At least as far as movement on the chart goes, it looks better. Well, hey, sorry this morning was a little bit choppy, guys. It was a little bit choppy out there. You know, we had that market. We had some decent moves in some, you know, out of some stocks. Like Meta has a decent move up. AMD's been running up a little bit too. But then again, a lot of stocks have just been real choppy, like the SPY. Up and down, up and down. QQQ, same thing, up and down. Nvidia, another choppy one. Apple, Microsoft. I mean, they've all been choppy today besides a select few. Like you can see my watch list here. Coinbase, AMD, Asana. Like there's a few stocks running, but for the most part, you know, the majority are within plus or minus of 1%. I know Square is one I've been hoping it could go up here soon. Stock just keeps going down day after day after day. How low is it gonna go? Stock sucks. Jack Dorsey sucks. I'm just kidding. But the stock is doing terrible right now. You know what else is doing kind of bad is Tilray. TLRY. Another bad red day here. Screw the Banking Act or the bill. Didn't help jack squat yet. It does need to pass the Senate though, so. And then the House, which it might be difficult to get that thing to pass the House, but we'll have to see if that can pass or not. The Senate should be pretty easy, I'd hope. Go to that daily of SPY. Let's see how long this takes. It's going to be a long one for SPY. We're on that long-term trend line. We're consolidating hard at this 425 area. Come on, let's just get a good move coming in. But hey, I appreciate all of you guys joining up today. It's been a fun morning. I know it's been a little choppy out there. It hasn't been as good as, you know, the past few days, right? Or the past couple weeks, but you know, sometimes that's how the market goes, right? There was some opportunities in both directions. If you caught it, good job. Claps all around if you're winning today. Hell yeah. If not, you know, hey, sometimes that happens. There's still a lot of time left in the day. QQQ and SPY are starting to break up and out a little bit. I'm kind of liking these runs. I'm kind of leaning up. I don't really see this breaking the low of yesterday within the next day or two or anything like that. It'll probably take a little longer in my opinion, but let's see what happens. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe the market will turn over. I hope I'm wrong, but I hope I'm wrong for SQQQ's sake, but it looks fairly bullish here today. You know, you always got to be adaptable. Be ready for maybe for some calls later in the day if we see some breakouts happening. Like with Meta, for example, above 300, like that was an opportunity. AMD over 100. was another one. There was a few stocks breaking above some pretty good levels, so appreciate you guys joining up. Twin Dad said they covered the Peloton loss by taking profit on their other swings. They'll call it a win. You know, sometimes that's the best way to go, right? Like, how do you manage those losses? I'm really glad that you were able to cover that, Twin. I know Peloton wasn't the best one today. Sometimes that happens, you know. Sometimes on stocks like that have crazy news, you know, you get crazy swings like this. But it had a good opportunity, a good chance. We've hit a lot of plays like that ended up being, you know, multi-hundred percenters. So it's too bad it went the opposite way today. But I appreciate you guys. Always keep those stop losses in place. Don't let them get too out of hand. If you do lose, you know, always keep those losses right where you can keep them in check. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate y'all. I'll be going live tomorrow morning, and every morning that the market's open, I will be going live. Even when I'm sick, I go live, unless it's really bad. So I appreciate you guys. Let's go. Love this community here that we've been building over the past few months. It's been growing a little bit more. And for that, I say thank you guys. You know, thanks to everybody who chats out there. Thanks to the lurkers. But let's go. It's been a fun past few weeks. Get those gains. Come back tomorrow. Be refreshed. And hopefully get some nice end of week movement for us to end on. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you joining up. As always, though, we'll be in the Discord throughout the day. So if you ever need anything, you want to talk stocks or options, just head on into Discord. Ponzi got stopped out. I feel you there. Have a good one, guys.